you.
All right now. This one right here goes out to the 210. This is for all the real hustlers and the people that's been wondering where we been. Well, we back, baby. We didn't really go nowhere, but we back, baby. And we back with DJ Baby Blue Diamond, BBD, T1, and D Live at 5. Yeah, I know you feel it. And the children grinding for better, sending praises to the ceiling. Well, you asked, I guess it's time that we spill it. See, there's a difference between copy and really being authentic. Most can play the game well, but they not really in it. See, that's the story of my life. I was the underdog, then I found myself and found my voice. Now I'm in front of y'all, doing it big for the tone, for the bros, for the hustlers and the joes and everybody in between. I can't explain how I be feeling till I feel it, but the way that I've been lately, don't think I can be defeated. Forget the season, all summer, winter, spring, and fall I'm eating. Forget the reason, just believe me when I tell you that I'm ready. And if I call you on the celly and you really my friend, better receive me.
Yo, what's going on? This your boy T1.
It's your boy D, aka Mr. Live at 5 himself.
And it's your girl DJ Baby Blue Diamond. And
BBD
into the Well You Ass podcast. I have my aunt on the phone wishing me happy birthday. It's your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you. Oh, you want to know the women we can't ask the age?
No, I put it on the Facebook.
Oh,
Thank you. I'm on my podcast right now, so I gotta talk to you later, First Lady. But thank you.
Oh, First Lady.
But I'm fine telling my age. I am 32 years old, even though I don't look it. I'm happy with our face.
First
We
Lady.
here with
She watch this?
No, she don't.
I'm just saying, if she watches it too late, now it's out there.
No, she don't
We
watch
don't
it.
edit.
She watching.
No, she
Why
don't.
Auntie ain't watching the show?
They just don't watch the show.
Come on,
That's
Auntie
what
back.
she be talking about.
Auntie back on the jack, man. You gotta get Auntie into the mix.
That's what she be talking about. They
No,
they
she's
don't-
not
nah,
having
It ain't Jesus.
It's the other one they don't.
Oh, the sex
Yeah, the
podcast.
other one they don't.
I mean, when we talk about that,
Thank you, Overtime Hustling, for tuning in. Thank you, B.
I feel like if
Ben
it's
for
wrong, you
tuning
shouldn't
in.
be scared of talking about
Y'all niggas got a porno podcast?
No, not the. This is not the porno. Oh my God. No, what that mean? It's not a porno podcast. It's just a sex podcast where we give you educational.
That's a porno podcast, man. You ain't have to clean it up.
No,
pretty
we
much.
give you
What y'all talking about in
educational
your nasty ass
stuff.
sex
J-Boy, you
podcast?
been on there before?
He probably had his nipples out.
No, it wasn't like that. We don't talk about what people talk about as far as relationships and stuff. We don't just talk about sex. We talk about sex, relationships, stuff like that.
I'm still not trying to have that conversation.
But anyways, we are here with the Chief Soup Podcast, San Antonio, Texas. I'm having y'all introduce yourselves one by one.
I'm on Q. I'm Star. I'm Nasty Lord. Yeah.
So y'all all do music?
No.
Your name is Nasty what?
No. Nasty Norm.
See, that's somebody. That's a sex podcast right there. You got the perfect
Nasty
name.
Norm.
Hey,
That's a thought. That's a thought.
Man, are you ready to put your sexy voice on? Are you ready?
Let's
Are
hear
you
it.
ready for game night? That's my thing.
Let's hear your
If
sexy
you
shit.
can't handle
Don't have a
game
sexy
night, you
voice.
can't handle the sex.
Don't have no
part.
sexy voice. That's all.
You know, you gotta be able to handle game night. You know what we
What
do?
is game
drinking
night?
game. We do drinking game.
On the podcast? Okay. Handle that.
Yeah, we can swing that. But we also do. I don't know if y'all saw. We actually had a game night with other podcasters against each other. We played against each other.
We lost because
We
him.
will win.
Damn, she just gotta say it.
We lost because of D. D is now.
So
It was my fault.
D has never won a game night.
Whatever game you gonna play, we gonna win.
Especially if it's craps.
No,
Nah.
it's not. But it was about black people stuff. I
We
didn't play
T Lynn.
because I didn't know any of that.
Okay.
It was like
But what games y'all playing?
we
It
played
was,
Black Card Revolt,
Yeah.
but we asked you Black Card questions.
Black question.
Who's that one?
I don't win that.
Nah.
You gonna win.
So what was the question
It
you
was-
got
it was,
wrong? What belongs?
It's
What
like
was the
what you
question?
put in the crown.
Royal.
Like,
Crown
what
Royal
you
bag.
most likely to find
In a Crown Royal.
bag?
Change.
Exactly.
I heard the question completely wrong.
No, you heard the question right.
No, I didn't. Because I said, I
So
kept on
what?
saying,
So let me
Go
tell
ahead.
you what happened. Doing game night.
I kept on saying grandma. And then it was like, no, we didn't say grandma.
We showing up on the next one. We cleaning up.
Doing game night, Travis couldn't make it. So what happened was he was supposed to check the group chat. Travis
He was gonna
giving him
put the
answers.
answers
He
in.
never checked the group chat. So he got almost
I
every
did
answer wrong.
for a couple of them.
He got every answer wrong. Making
I
me
did.
look bad. Made me look bad because
I was
side
winning.
bet, and
I lost
the side
because of
bet.
that one question.
I lost my side.
That
bet
one
because
question.
My team members can't get their act together.
I kind of probably could have threw the game though, because she wouldn't tell us.
They had one job.
She didn't tell us what the side bet
No,
was.
Matt.
Like a month.
If your teammates say have a side bet, you better win. You gonna win.
But would you want to know what the
I think
side
I
bet
see
is?
what's going on.
You gonna win.
There's a conflict going on.
I think I see what's going on. So y'all like the
Black
brother sister
family
joint
issues.
and Trav is the cold, calm, collective presence.
No, Travis.
Travis is the opposite.
I'm just trying to figure out what's happening.
Travis is the one. He don't say
So
that.
he's
You
the
can just look at his face.
Travis is the one that
You can
says
see his
in your
face.
These y'all calm, cool, collective? Oh, y'all can travel. Y'all
I can say my shit and I get out the way.
All right.
Travis is a facial expression. If
Then
you
he
ever watch
talks
the
to Matt in
podcast,
the
we
group
got a
chat.
guest on.
He
They
said, "What I
talk-
wanted to say, but I didn't want to hurt their feelings." Was
So Trav couldn't make it to the game night, and it was a wash.
No,
like when Kobe don't
we
show
lost
up.
because of that one question. I was winning,
It's like when Kobe.
but you can bet how much you want.
I
they
like
you
that.
bet me
more.
points, so they bet everyone betted their whole score, and he was supposed to, and that's how we were gonna win the game.
Right.
The last question of the game.
See, they just point out my failure. They didn't say I was answering all the questions right all the way up until there.
But at the end of the day, y'all didn't come with y'all best lineup. Y'all had to go out there with Farmar.
I wasn't.
Exactly. He lost the
My
first
nigga
game.
Kobe wasn't in the building, nigga. We already knew he was going there. Nigga.
But what's crazy is he lost the first game night against Travis.
Caruso.
Was it?
Caruso, come
It
on
wasn't
in,
Caruso.
y'all.
Let's see if we
Chris.
can get it started out. Clean start
Chris.
out.
Oh, he lost. So first game night, he lost against our homeboy Chris.
First of
Oregon.
all,
Chris is like a
Shout out
music,
to Chris.
a
Chris,
music genius. He knows anything
That
about
was
the
cheap.
history of music.
he was
Second
answering
game
his
night-
questions before she finished.
Second game night was
I'm like-
Family Feud against Travis. He lost that, and then third game night, so he lost all 3 game nights he played.
But I helped us
So
win.
we have to be the game night one.
I helped us win if his mic can talk. So
This is horrible. Y'all like
I
the
don't
fucking
know.
Detroit Lions of podcasting and shit, nigga.
that's the
Not
first
me.
game night.
Who y'all playing? Who's the other podcast?
It was
Dojo DJs and
Dojo.
Radioactive one.
Shout out Dojo, busting they fucking fronts
Radio-
out, nigga. Every fucking
Radioactive.
week after week.
But what's crazy is after pick between them and Radioactive and Dojo, you know a Dojo too.
Oh yeah,
So I was like,
yeah.
that's why I was
You
the
didn't
host.
have to
I didn't
pick.
want to pick sides. I was the host. I couldn't pick sides.
I think
so.
'Cause we knew
She
we was
did
gonna
pick
win.
sides. That's why she
Dojo
better
had
do
his
it.
A
upper
good
hand.
podcast got to choose a
You know
side.
Dojo
You gotta
had
choose.
You gotta choose.
Yeah, you go back with Dojo. You got a new family now.
But see, look,
You know what I'm saying?
Family now.
My sister's getting married. Nigga, I got a new boyfriend for the wedding.
let me
The whole
ask y'all
family
this.
know old Craig though.
I'm
Nigga,
gonna ask-
so
Let me ask y'all this question. So, if y'all on the game night and your co-host say, "Hey man, I got a side bet going on. I just need you to win,"
yeah.
would you ask? So what's the side bet? Would you want to know what the side bet is?
What do that matter?
After the fact.
Nah.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
even
I
after the fact.
She
Even
still
after
wouldn't
the
tell
fact. I'm glad you
She
said
still
that.
wouldn't tell
I'm glad you said
But
that.
they
This is a month.
So there was no point in knowing.
You don't need to know. You gotta hold your nose
This
down.
is a whole month.
But if they won, then I would have told them, but they lost. So
But look, this is the
What
hypocrisy.
could have been at stake where you wouldn't give your best?
But we want to know. No, we was gonna do that regardless.
We gonna do that.
Right, right.
But we just wanted to know.
Did they get
We
this?
We just wanted to know what we was getting ourselves into. What? Because I might have wanted. Now that we know, I could have threw the game on purpose.
Oh, it's like some conflict over there.
Y'all gotta work out.
This
y'all
is the hypocrisy though. We was like, we gonna set you up with a blind date. Guess what she did? She asked us 50 million questions about the blind date.
Hold up.
She didn't want to give us no information, but then she want us to give her information.
I want to go back to how your man's had some money on the game and you threw the ball game on him.
No, I'm saying now that we know what the
Right, exactly. Speak on it. See? Come on. See? What's happening?
No.
It's a podcast. Y'all invited us in here, man. We already born. You might as well get to the juice.
When she said side bet, we knew that's what it was.
When she said
I'm about
side
to ban you like I did.
When she
I
said
thought you was
side
TV.
bet, we already knew what it
I
was.
thought you was
The
TV.
crazy part is when she told us what it was the same exact
Yeah,
thing.
what?
if you ban me, I'm just gonna text
What the
this
person
shit.
we thought it was?
They're still gonna speak.
I don't even want to know what the side
Okay,
was.
so anyway,
I think it was nipples. They don't want to say it. See, we say that shit on our podcast. Yeah,
I said
no.
Put the
Okay,
leg
she
out
don't want
there.
it. It's her business, so I ain't gonna say it.
It is your business, but it's all our business now. Then you put a little leg out there.
No.
You stuck a little thigh meat on them. That's a team player, nigga. Put the thigh meat on the game, baby. We gotta win this shit, nigga. You think about throwing that shit on purpose.
I told Travis, I said, look, she don't want to tell us, man. I might just fucking lose.
I'm gonna throw
But that's
it.
his reputation because he's 3-0.
No, I'm 1-2.
If this Mike and talk don't count.
And LeBron James came down from 3-0
stats here.
This Mike and talk don't
First
count.
he lost the ball, now you
I don't
won.
think I'm ready for company, man.
I won one. We had a group on
Did
the
she say you was 0-3? I don't. There's a lot of numbers there.
Can we
Hey,
get
she
the
ain't
real
played-
numbers?
She count a group
She ain't
effort
played
as
the
a
game
win,
yet.
but it's a group-
The people that's watching, can we get the real numbers?
So it's really one for him.
The voice of reason. What I say? What I say?
For him, it's 1 and 3 because of those 3 that he had.
Right.
And then when we went over,
And then Kobe came back. You can say, yeah, right. Kobe showed
It
up.
was a team
It
effort.
was a team. It was an all-star.
But I showed up. Because first game night I was there.
She was-
I showed up.
She was the assistant coach.
I mean, but if Ron
She
Artest
came
was
in
playing,
like
is it
Steve
really a
Kerr.
team?
No, I wasn't the assistant coach. I was the one
Hey,
that
my nigga Kobe showed up.
Look,
That's all I'm saying.
She like Steve Kerr. She came in after what's the coach?
Mark Jackson.
After Mark Jackson got the team together, she came in.
After the squad was put
All right,
together.
yeah, we
They
gonna
did do my nigga Mark Jackson dirty, though. They did do my
I
nigga
still,
dirty.
I still feel
But
like
if you gotta
the
think
year
about
goes-
it,
That nigga Bill Walton's son get a
if
shot
you
at
think
him.
about it, I'm the one that recruited them for the podcast, so I recruited the team. She that built the team.
You the Phil Jackson of this. Okay. Respect.
No, that's because the other teammates quit on me.
The one teammate quit, but we ain't gonna name no names. He cool people.
We gonna get off this goddamn game night. Y'all niggas all working to get together. Come together as a family. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's just how we
Nigga,
do. But
I'm gonna tell you how we would win at my grandmama's house on the east side.
Oh Lord.
Get your hand signs together before you show up on Thanksgiving, my nigga. You feel me?
You ever cheating at the card table?
You feel like I horse, nigga?
Well, I
Killing
would get my
everybody.
black coffee vote because I don't know how face spades. I will limit that. We talked about this. I never have
that's
ramen
a rabbit hole
noodles.
you
We
ain't
talked
really
about
trying to go
this.
That's allowed too.
I never have ramen. And what else? What was the third thing?
Noodles. You say never
Yeah,
had
the noodles. I never had the noodles.
Yeah, she
And
never
the
had
smoking. Yeah.
No, but you did have edible like 2
I
weeks
did
ago.
edible. I did that.
Well,
And
she
I
know how to
kept-
roll. She said she was a roller.
In high school, I did, but I haven't done it since high school. So
How would you do in the nigga Olympics?
not
Everything in the nigga
I've done it in
Olympics.
high school.
Dominoes,
You wasn't good at high
I'm good
school?
at dominoes.
spades.
No spades.
How's your lawn darts?
What's that?
You don't let you use lawn darts no more, nigga.
I was like, what's that?
Niggas made them
You know
ban it.
you know I played Petey Pat?
What's that?
Oh, that ain't said pity pat.
Well, we used to play for money, so
I don't know what that is. So
Petey Pat, but
you need to put me in
God,
coach game
Goldfish?
night
I
show.
declare war.
Yes, I know those.
You got black friends?
Yes.
Besides the people in the room.
Besides people in the room. Yeah,
Outside
outside
of us.
friends. Outside of y'all.
No,
I do have
people that might have fed you some noodles by now.
No,
Nah.
I go
No,
to
we
the
were supposed to do
side.
it.
No, I go to Shoppers.
You go
That's
to
not the
Walmart?
east side.
I said northeast
Oh,
side.
girl. Y'all
Tell, you can tell them I worked on the east side. I was scared to go east side every morning. I worked off of Morning Drive, Morning View Drive. And I was scared.
She worked at King
I worked at David.
Gates.
No Gates. I worked at Gates, and I was scared.
See, I told her she
I
worked
went
at
there
Gates.
and left. I didn't linger. I didn't stay. I knew I didn't belong there.
You should have stayed.
Scared of
No,
what?
what?
She got this.
You scared of your own neighborhood?
I didn't go up there. So that's not it. I grew up in the
See, that was-
Converse.
that
I
was
grew up
the
northeast side. I didn't go up there. So
Well,
that's
when
not
you
my
was on that
neighborhood.
other side, what was you imagining was going on over there when you touched down?
Maybe the other day we was on lockdown, so
I know some fine people from the northeast.
I know.
I know some fine people from the east.
I know. You're on.
Where you from? Nasty.
I'm from Massachusetts.
Get in there.
Y'all got an east side and west side? Like, you know.
Everybody got an east side.
Yeah,
West side.
everybody east side.
Where you from, Star?
We got
Where
Is
you
the hood?
from?
I'm from there. Yeah, born in Chicago, bro. I'm from here.
We got
What's
more
that?
like a hilltop, uptown, that type of thing.
Far west.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's from the far west, so he can't join this conversation.
Well, we got a hilltop. It was in the middle of sticks
Yeah,
by Gates.
true.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
That little park where every other day was a dead body.
There was no death. See, this is what I be saying. Now people will listen to this.
No,
and like, oh my God,
literally,
dead
they
bodies.
did a press. The police officer did a press
I've
conference in
witnessed
front
more
of the court.
crime
Every
since I
other day
moved
we
to
was on
Converse.
lockdown. Like it was normal. Oh, no lockdown was normal. Like
But how many dead bodies did you actually see?
I don't know. I don't go up the hill. I go there.
So the boys with English shit right
Yeah.
now.
People let the news decide on that shit because I like yo,
See,
people getting killed.
But I grew up.
by my
The
neighborhood.
neighborhood she talks
That
about,
was
I
my
literally
space.
grew up in that neighborhood.
Right.
And 98 was the last time when the flood. That was the last time I stayed in there.
I thought you said Converse.
That's
No.
what she grew up
I
at.
grew
She
up.
worked.
I worked on the east side.
So she was visiting.
I worked there on Gates.
Oh, okay.
So right, Lincolnshire.
Yeah.
But I grew up in that neighborhood, and I've never seen a dead body, and I've been on all those streets. So when people say, "Oh yeah, if you walk to a lot, you might see a dead body," you probably see a couple of dead pit bulls. You more likely to see that than just a fresh dead body laying in a lot.
I don't go search.
I witnessed more crime in Converse than I.
Not my Converse, because
No,
my Converse is
I had some
outside.
motherfuckers shoot my windows out.
Not in my
And I don't know
Your
nobody.
Converse is closer to 78 East Side Converse. My Converse
There's
is
no
closer
such
to
thing
like
as
the
78
Ligo.
East Side.
I'm more closer to the
This
Ligo
is the thing,
University.
when they get to talking about San Antonio, they grew up here.
He's from
This is
Dallas.
me. I'm like,
I'm
He's
finna
from
do my
Dallas.
shit like Trav, man. I'm finna
I'm begging for him.
He's from
This is
Dallas.
me.
Man.
Well, we do got a couple topics to talk about.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna treat y'all like no guests. We
You
just
sure
gonna
y'all
sit
want to y'all work this out? Y'all can.
We
Let's
good.
take a break.
This is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
normal
yeah.
day.
I feel like y'all really might need to discuss this.
Northeast versus East Side.
This is literally like our group chat. Like we'll get on, we'll be talking, and then all of it just gradually goes that way. And Travis is just like,
Because what happens is they talk about something, I be like, I can't relate. And then they be like, oh, here we go. You can't relate. So then it ends up going there because I can't relate to a lot of stuff.
I got quiet. Kind of feel like y'all really need to delve this shit out, man.
We
Dig in it.
we
Dig
need
in
some
it.
experience.
Some
At
experience.
least
Yeah.
counseling session.
Yeah. It's like fucking.
Me and Travis got probably similar backgrounds in growing up. Hers is the complete opposite.
Where you from, Trav? I grew up in the Dallas Fort Worth area.
Oh yeah, Trav, no. Well,
I was born. I moved out there when I was 13. And it
I
was
was very
Virginia
sheltered,
before
so
that.
I would live
BA?
with that.
Yeah,
what
Hampton.
about
Hampton.
Hampton?
Phoebus.
There you
Phoebus
go.
Buckrow.
Yeah, yeah.
See how easy that was?
Well, I used to stay out there.
I can't relate.
Newport
I'm sorry.
News, Bob Beach.
My bad. My bad. I was sheltered. I can't relate. What am I supposed to say?
Don't apologize.
What am
for
I supposed to
yourself.
say?
Be yourself.
Yeah, I'm from the hood. Yeah.
Nah, be
Speaking
yourself.
of being yourself, so I was watching a couple clips earlier today about the whole. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the Sakari Richardson. I think that's
She
her
came
name.
out with a track, right?
The track,
Yeah.
track girl.
No, I'm talking about she came out with a song, or she's featured on the song.
For real?
Somebody, right?
I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
And that's new.
What?
Was it hard?
Yeah, I think that some girl she's featured on it. Yeah, it was pretty dope.
Was Scar rap?
Yeah, I don't know the name of it. I can't think of it off my head, but
We'll
yeah.
have to go back and listen to that. I ain't
Yeah,
never
she's
seen
on a
that.
I wanna
song.
check that out.
with
But
some,
you know, she was getting dragged through the press because she lost. You know, she first of all she missed the Olympics because of the drug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
stuff.
For sure.
She lost her mom. Then when she did run again, she ended up getting like 9th place out of 10 or something like that.
Dusty.
So she got
Cardi
got
Richardson
smoked.
and Kanye West. No, not that. No, it's
Definitely.
a girl. No, it's some girl that she did a song with.
So
I can't think of the name.
recently she won. She just won and she beat one of the Jamaican chicks. And you know she was hyped, and then when she's walking off, she like the Jamaican girl's walking to her, and she's talking to the cameraman. Then she looks at the Jamaican girl, and she's like.
See, I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
It's like recent. I just saw it today. It popped up on my.
But it was an
YouTube.
international race, though.
It was a qualifying race, so it counted.
With the one in for the Nikes.
I don't know if it was Nike.
This was after the Olympics, right?
Yeah, this.
Yeah, that was something Nike put on.
Okay, well, she ended up getting. I think she got first.
No,
By
she got
like,
ninth.
no, not that one. She just raced again recently.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, they just raced again recently.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so they were, I heard about it on what's the one with Chad Ochocinco and Brandon Marshall?
Oh, I am
I they was talking about it on there because Chad Ochocinco was saying, go back to what she was saying about being yourself. She's from Dallas, so she has that Dallas swag about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if wherever I go, people would know this nigga's not from here. So I would carry that with me. And I'm not gonna act ignorant, but this is just my culture, how I grew up. So that Dallas area that she grew up in, she carries that with the hair and everything. And you know, once you get into a professional setting, it's frowned upon. Yeah. Because you kind of, it's like you sticking out too much.
Should it be?
It shouldn't be. Because now if she be somebody else, she's not being herself.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
Because Venus and Serena, they saved themselves throughout their career.
Yeah, I definitely
let people know they were from Compton.
I definitely got a take on it. What you think, Nash?
I think that if you win, you can do what you want. That's the bottom line. Really.
He get right to my take.
See, because when she lost, they was talking trash because she was talking shit on the interview.
Well, listen.
She was like, "I'll be back, this, and this."
Yeah.
And what Chad Ochocinco was saying was like, "I saw confidence."
Yeah.
I lost.
What are you supposed to say? I'm not going to be back.
Like, what they expect her to say?
No, I'm off that. See, I'm off that, though, because, look, I love black people, and I love Sha'Carri. She was carrying a torch for us, the way I look at it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, this is America, bro. We fuck with winners. We fuck with winners.
That's true.
And I talk like this all the time on our part. Man, look, you either do or you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's a cutthroat world out here, dog. That's not the time for that right there. Not right there. You lose, humble yourself.
Yeah.
Come back stronger, come back harder, pull a Michael Jeffrey Jordan. But you can't lose and talk shit, nigga. I'm off that. To all black people everywhere, I'll say that, because we do a lot of that shit, nigga. You can't fucking you can't piss the bed and then get out there and get to talking shit, nigga. She immediately jumped on it.
Right.
Yeah, like it was the way, like you said, the way she went about it.
Right,
like,
for sure.
It's nothing wrong with a competitor saying, hey, I'll be back. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back to the lab. You know what I'm saying? Me and my people.
What you gotta say? Yeah,
it's cliche, but it is what it is.
It is.
You know
It's true. It is.
But to go out there, but to go up there and start like Poppy and shit,
as if she won,
as if you won, and then you going at the head at the most decorated track athlete we've had in America.
See, there's that, and they had just stung the fuck out there.
That's all about that.
Yeah. That's like looking at Usain Bolt after he dusted you down, nigga, and being like, "Oh, fuck this nigga, dog. No, nigga, fuck you." No, nigga, I mean, but I hope that she come back and do a thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But we might need to swallow this pill that, you know, our track time, you know, has come and gone, man. These sprinters coming out of Jamaica within the last maybe 6-7 years.
Different.
We'll have to deal with them. Even coming into this Olympics, they were saying Sha'Carri gonna have to go out there and deal with them girls.
Yeah.
Sha'Carri, that's why I asked you, was it an international meet? Because track is weird, nigga. They do a lot of like invitationals and shit. Niggas will get times. Niggas get times based off of what they've been running, whether it be indoor, outdoor, whether it be invitational where Jamaica's being invited, or are these all U.S. runners?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you cold in the U.S.
It had to be
like Tyson, remember Tyson Gay?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a great example.
Same situation around 07, 08.
We had a few.
Tyson Gay was the man. Justin Gatlin.
We had a few, but none of them was touching Usain, man.
As soon as they got to that international competition,
they had Osama Powell.
Osama Powell.
Johan Blake.
Johan Blake was smoking Usain for a minute.
Yeah, that was the one that was dressed.
In
the compact braids. He looked like he's Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, Kawhi braids.
I said, that
belly
like
there.
Kawhi Leonard. He had the regular braids, fresh. He had those there for about a week.
Yeah, man.
I can't run.
I think niggas need to speak up and be like, bro, we gotta stop fucking backing the worst of us. You know what I'm saying? We could be so great, but then sometimes, man, we fucking drop the ball, and you know we gotta call each other out. If we ever all gonna lift up and be a little bit better, baby girl, just eat your pill, man. Eat your medicine. Take your medicine.
And just come
you
back.
got skunked out.
I think her fall from Grace happened so hard was because if y'all go back and look at those Olympic qualifiers, like check her demeanor and her whole.
She was riding a high.
Like she was like, this girl had memes about her in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she
was coming.
Yeah, everybody knew who she, you know what I'm saying, who was coming up. And then they followed her whole career through LSU even up to this point. Mm-hmm. So like her to go from all of that, hey, you know, it's unfortunate her, her birth mother passed and everything like that.
Bad.
I still feel like somebody, because in that situation, you don't know what somebody's mental and emotional state is. So you gotta have somebody, grandmama, cousin, auntie, somebody like, hey, you don't need to blow this. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's just like I'm a vet, right?
Right.
Just because, like, say if I'm stationed in a state where marijuana is fully legal, medically and recreationally, right?
Right.
I still, just because I'm in that state, doesn't mean I can partake in it.
Right.
It's just the same thing with Sha'Carri in the Olympic trial where she got busted at. Yeah, in Oregon it's legal, but you are part of the IOC now, the International Olympic Committee.
Yeah. Right.
They govern what you do. They don't follow the state rules.
Right.
They got their own set of rules they follow, and you go outside the parameters.
I ain't like it, man. It felt like, she's learning, nigga. She learning what it's like to be a nigga in America, dog.
Yeah.
I really don't feel like a lot of these people. Can I speak? Can I speak Nas or no? Nas got to tell me when I'm going too far, man. I'm out of bounds or what?
Speaking, man.
No, but I feel like, I tell my kids, because it's the same, I have compassion for it.
Right.
But buckle up, man, because this the place that you live, man, and we don't get them kind of errors.
Right.
We don't get them baby minute errors, you know what I'm saying? They try to snatch Kobe up out of there, you know what I'm saying?
Who was it that said, why do we keep competing for a country that don't even like us?
Well, what other country we gonna compete for? That's like saying don't compete.
Yeah.
I had initially said that too. It was just a question though.
But
like we all boycott the fuck out of America.
Not even boycott, like. Oh, I was like, what's going on? Like if you was to, let's say you figure out where your ancestors is from, you know what I'm saying, and I just posed it as a question. It's far fetched.
From Ghana.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but you know what I'm saying.
Jamaica, you're from whatever.
Right.
Because they consider Jamaican and us.
You can go.
They consider us different.
Them instead of.
Oh, you Jamaican.
So that's what the person meant when they said that. I think they asked him. I can't think of his name. The guy that was supposed to. I can't think of his name. An ex-basketball player asked him, and he said that why y'all keep competing for a country that don't like y'all. So
some people just want to compete. Some people just.
Those people definitely want to compete.
Some people not looking at it like
Olympic athletes.
Yeah. Some people are not looking at it.
They don't look at it like that.
Yeah.
Us looking at it like that, we not competing.
No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you ain't been doing this last 16 years. You're like nothing else.
We ain't putting that work in, so I can't come along and say, "Hey, man, you know what? America don't give a fuck about you. You shouldn't even run for them." Like, motherfucker, you know how much work I put in?
Yeah.
Like, and how much money you get?
Shit is not. The training ain't even free. What makes you think I'm just gonna say, you know what? Right, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a philosophy, y'all. It's a philosophy. And what's to stop them from backdooring that and saying, okay, well, why can't I be the LeBron James, though? Instead of not playing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could get inside this motherfucking floor from the inside out. I could be so powerful that they got to come see me if they want to move an inch.
That's true.
To me, I hear that argument, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, approach it from whatever perspective. But it's hard to get a big group of motherfuckers to move together. There's a lot of black people in this country, man. Whenever we talk about, like, well, niggas should, niggas ain't gonna do that, dog. All niggas everywhere.
Not as a collective.
My nigga, you ever try to figure out what restaurant to go to with 7 niggas?
Oh, y'all was late, huh? Speak on it. Speak on it.
3 or 4.
It's even worse. Yeah, me and my wife have a hard enough time doing that. So you better hold this kitchen.
Lucky for us, we don't eat together. Lucky for us, we don't eat together, so we ain't got to decide when we're going to eat.
Yeah.
Lucky for us, we don't eat together. So our issues are small.
We just get you some taco sauce and some tacos.
Our issues small.
You good.
Sha'Carri gonna be all right, though, man.
Yeah,
she's straight, man. She took an L.
Yeah.
She took a hard L.
Well, since we are talking about, Olympics and games, do you think the Crate Challenge will be a next Olympic event?
Hell no.
I think it's dying already.
You think it's dead already?
I know it is, but you feel, wouldn't that be funny if that was like
it
the
was
next
hot last
Olympics?
week.
It's too, because street ball is now an Olympic sport, so just imagine if that's
street ball's not dangerous though.
I know
What
it's
is
not
street ball?
Like N1.
like N1, basketball.
That's in the Olympics?
Yeah, it's an Olympics now. And something else too you mentioned.
Wait a minute, it is?
I didn't even know
Yeah.
that.
Women's.
Yeah, it's an Olympics.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. I think
It's
I
an
do remember
Olympic
saying
sport.
something about
3v,
So it's like
3v3?
Still 3 half court.
That's weak as fuck.
It's women. It's okay.
They still got the women because the women have the they won.
I'm talking about the Olympics. They got 3 on 3.
No,
They got 3 on 3 national team.
We got one.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
won.
yeah, we won.
Who was ours?
I don't know the girls, but they won their gold.
It was girls not got it.
I tell you,
No,
this,
no.
I tell you this, the
We got the
women's
five-person
national
team.
team has been much more dominant the last 20 years.
In basketball?
Olympics and basketball.
Yeah, I'll be willing to lean that way.
Yeah.
I don't even think, have they lost the game
Because it's
in
women.
pool play?
Who did they lost this year?
No,
No,
I mean like pool, like once they get into
no. It was like a qualifier.
It was a
Not
qualifier.
Not a qualifier. Exhibition.
Oh, you
Yeah,
saying
like
they dropped the
exhibition.
game?
Okay.
When
Women
they start
is the
counting,
ish.
them girls undefeated. That go back to Lisa Leslie and
Yeah, I'm
Sure,
not
so
so
who
familiar,
from
but I know I watched that game. Who they played? Nash in that last game
who
I don't remember.
in the
that.
finals for the Olympics. I
For the
watched
women?
that game.
For the women?
Yeah.
Japan.
Was it Japan?
Yeah, they played Japan.
Okay.
Okay.
And they was commenting on that. They was saying how dominant they fucking been. I think Diana Taurasi was still out there, man. And they was saying they've been killing it for some years, and Lord knows we ain't. The niggas ain't been.
They lost a couple of times, right?
Yeah,
Since when?
This
They've been losing.
yeah, but they,
Right.
I mean, they
They
pulled
end
it
up
out of
pulling
the
it out
end and got
at
the
the
goal. You know, they kept that going.
We don't send our best no more anyway, though. So we gonna.
I think they get. One common thing I heard them talking about is the calling of the plays. Like they're not calling every tic tac foul like they do here. With international ball, like you got to get fouled. There ain't no the pity pat, the tic tac fouls, and once they get fouled here, they cry. Oh, come on, man! The players already going back down.
You know, NBA been soft for like the last 15 years.
Yeah. So when you get into international and the referees is like, no, keep playing, bro.
And
Now it's a problem. Now they complaining in the media. Oh well, the referees ain't. I'm like, man, come on, y'all making us look super soft.
You gotta think about it too. Like when it comes to the Olympics now, like the amount of international players these like the past 10 years
You're right about that.
has increased. Like saying from before. You know what I mean? So when most of the NBA players would be the dream team.
If it was world versus US right now, they would have Luka.
Yeah.
They would have
They probably win.
Giannis. They would have Giannis.
They gonna win.
They would have the Joker.
Yep.
They would have a fucking squad on them. You know what I'm talking
That
about?
starting five would be mean.
And that first one, that Greek Freak, nigga, that's the MVP and the defensive player of the year right there out gate. So yeah, I just things is changing.
Yeah.
Things is changing. It's probably gonna be a little slower for the women's game, but we should address that. They ain't called us. I don't think they have though, but like I said, we bored. We bored on us in our best, bro.
Yeah.
We had an Olympic game without LeBron and without Steph.
Clay wasn't available. It was
It's
just
like a bunch of young.
It wasn't our best.
Yeah.
It wasn't our best. So
KD was there, right? He's supposed to be.
That's why they won.
I'm in our best five though.
Well, now that we're on the subject of who's better, men or women, as women, do y'all feel like
competition?
Women cheat more than men?
Oh, you talking about relationships?
Relationship.
Oh,
right?
we're going there. All right.
We're going you feel like
That took a turn.
women cheat more than men?
Jump right in there.
Yeah, baby.
Transition. It's a
I don't
hard
want to
transition.
expose people.
No, you been quiet. Get in there. Let's go.
I do.
Probably. They more secretive about it though.
Mm.
That's all it is. They just more they know how to shut up more than we do. So I mean, I've worked with
men
women
tend
for
to
like
get
the last
caught
12
easily.
years. So
Is that right?
I've heard it all. They tell me everything. So
I
once you
know.
get in with them,
Get
they
the,
tell you all the secrets.
yeah.
Who, women?
Yeah. I know what they're doing.
Man,
I don't
they
know.
did a study
Don't
on
tell
that
nobody
shit.
no
They
secrets.
did an actual study on that.
I'm
and
late. What's the topic?
It's
Thank you,
usually
Key. Thank you for tuning
Women
in.
cheat more, like you said. They're just more secretive.
Yeah.
Like
Dudes be struggling. They just it's
they
cat.
sloppy.
It's cat most of the time. They ain't really pulling what they pull.
Oh.
Thank you, Debbie
No,
James, for
no,
tuning
that's all
in. Travis
facts.
Perry is my brother. What up?
It's really only one voice that matters right now.
Debbie James. I know that.
I mean, we had somebody.
What up, Dope?
He said that yes, women cheat more because they are more slick than men. I know men are sloppy.
Basically the same thing I said.
What you think?
We had to do. We had
She
to.
Well,
thinks men cheat more than
No,
women.
actually, I don't think men cheat more than women. Actually, said women cheat more than men.
She asked
I just
us,
said that men get
why
caught
do men?
more.
She asked us why do.
I
Men?
said,
Oh yeah.
why do men
Okay, so
cheat?
why do women cheat?
That's what we were.
I can't answer that. I don't cheat. I don't know why women cheat.
No, but
I pitch voices is dead giveaway.
No, actually, I don't cheat. But why do women cheat? The same as men do. They looking for someone else. They trying to find what's needed. What's
See, you don't know why
missing in
men
the
cheat.
relationship.
You don't know why men cheat.
That's why men cheat.
Hell no.
That's not why nobody cheats.
Well, men cheat because men think with the other head instead of the bigger head. So y'all think with the little head instead of the big head. Little head tell y'all everything where to go.
That ain't the case, but
It's a myth.
Y'all little head.
You know who's making up? You know who's making up all this? Women. Women is telling men.
So why do men
they
cheat? So why do y'all cheat?
That's not the question on the floor right now.
Why do men cheat?
The question was, why do women cheat? That's what we asked first.
I said that. I said because they're looking for something that's missing in the relationship. That's a void. Like if the man is not giving her that comfort or giving her what she needed, she's gonna find it in someone else.
So it's more physical than emotional.
No, it can be emotional too. Like if your man ain't listening to you, you're gonna find somebody else who's gonna listen to you.
women are more emotional when it comes.
Yeah, it's more emotional. Men is just more physical.
That's why. If,
So a nigga can listen to you and get the pussy, but I gotta put all the work in. I put all the work in. We've been together 16 years. I put all this work in, establish myself, and a dude comes along and listens to you.
No, that's not
he
what
just
they were
gets the
saying.
fuck.
No, it's not that easy. I don't think it's that easy. I wouldn't know. Is it that easy? Women, is it that easy?
It's gotta be. How long do you think she talking to the other dude before you hit?
I don't think it's that long.
It's not.
It's not that long.
Because first of all, she's checked out her relationship. She just need a little bit from out here. Just a little bit, a sprinkle. And she like, you know what? Now she might regret that, but
King and Ness says,
She might
women
not.
cheat with emotions, men cheat with their dicks. Exactly.
I don't think that's all the way true.
Yes.
I don't think that's all the way true.
9 times out of 10. Sometimes it is with emotions at the end. Like
Most dudes get caught
and
before they
men
fuck.
will.
A lot of dudes get caught before they even
Oh
fuck.
yeah, or they get caught and still go through
That's
it.
fucking terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Like the text messages, they be like, "Did you sleep on?" Nah, but the text messages, like, you already busted.
Or if you told someone it was gonna happen and it happened anyway, I've seen that happen.
But like he
If you
said,
tell
there's a
someone
lot
that's
of dudes
gonna
out here
happen and it
just
happens
capping.
anyway.
though.
Like you
side
foresee it,
dudes.
like you say, hey, I foresee it. You're gonna sleep with so and so. They're like, oh no, it's not gonna happen. And it happens anyway. I'm like, I told you it's gonna happen. I foresee it. You won't listen. You won't listen.
That's enlighten us.
I
know you know.
don't speak for men, so I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I ain't like most men, so I can't speak for the typical man.
So you train.
No.
Okay.
Just
Take it easy.
I'm asking you to say not like
Elaborate
most men.
on it. Like, speak for you.
Yeah, speak
I
for
don't see
you.
the world like people see the world. I don't believe like.
I feel like we
I don't
need to get
believe-
him right.
I don't believe
Take
cheating is a
some
deal
shit.
breaker. I don't believe you own people. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe it's simply, oh, my dick got hard. I'm fucking this person. Like, people do what they want. Everybody free
Yeah, that feels a
to
little
the world.
simplistic to me.
Like, it's way more complicated than simply
As
She
if men
cheat
don't
'cause
have
it is.
emotions and
men cheat
like
because
they
of
can't
this.
get
Like,
emotionally.
some
drained.
women just see somebody fine and they want to fuck them. Cool. Some dudes see somebody they like, they want to fuck them. Some women get an emotional connection and fuck them. Some dudes get an emotional connection with a woman and fuck them. It's not. It ain't really. I don't do. Based on what I'm saying, I don't do the gender war stuff. Me
Right,
personally.
right.
Yeah.
It's not like
Because-
what you're saying is like no one reason
It ain't, man.
is exclusive to the other sex.
Yeah. Okay.
Made up
Yeah, just
same
like
shit.
the comment. Men cheat
I ain't
with
gonna
they
front. I like how I said that shit.
men cheat with their men cheat with their dicks and women cheat emotionally. That's pretty much what you said. That's not exclusive to one
Right.
another.
No, right.
That's like saying men don't have no emotions and they don't act off of those. It's just straight physical.
I think just to add a little bit in there, especially people in long-term relationships, they like feeling wanted by somebody else. You know,
That too.
So, you know,
Aisha
you
Curry.
don't always get that same want.
Don't throw my girl up in here.
No,
She
you
didn't
got
do
to.
nothing to
She was
you.
a prime example.
Don't throw her in here. She didn't do nothing to you. Leave the Currys
I
alone.
know, right? Like, goddamn.
Leave the Currys alone. They ain't do
She
nothing to
she
you.
said she wanted to feel
I know what she said. Yeah, we know.
but you got a dude.
But ain't nothing wrong with her saying that though. Like dudes feel the same way. They just don't say it. Like you like when a chick fucking like your picture or somebody check you out when you walk by, they look back at you. Niggas be loving that shit too.
That's facts.
Like,
I agree with
Right,
that.
but
But I
They
wouldn't
just ain't
say
say
I
it.
wouldn't
What
want
I'm
my
not,
wife
but
to
what
make
I'm
a
not,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
but
say
what
it.
I'm not doing,
You ain't gonna say that out
what
loud.
I'm not doing, and like I'm married. What I'm not doing is saying that out in public. Now there's contention and strife between me and my wife. Now she asking me.
No, I get that.
Especially when you're on a different level. Like I can say that because
I'm
you're somebody
married
who
too,
know
so
me, but when you're on a level like
I'm married
that,
too. I get that in your situation. What I'm saying is, you think Steph really care?
No,
I don't know.
That's my point. Like if for me, for example, I'm comfortable.
I think
I
think the court of public opinion cared more than he did.
Bingo. That's my point.
Yeah,
that's my point. Like everybody's like, oh, she shouldn't say this. It's like, dog, I'm worth $300 million, man. Like I don't give a fuck what they talking about. Like if she want to leave, bounce. Like you think Steph really care?
Nah, he out here
Like,
doing something.
I don't know.
He bagged somebody the same day.
I mean, it ain't really like. So for her to say that, like, I just see it like it's a big deal. Like.
If
I'm not saying
Steph's not tripping, then I definitely agree. Me personally, I wouldn't want my wife to
say it out loud.
To make a post saying
keep it to
saying
yourself.
this,
Yeah.
And
it's
almost making me like,
or
well,
say it to your
what am I doing?
homegirls, but
like I'm not giving you enough attention.
Well,
maybe you not.
Well, since we're on that subject,
But that's something that we should talk about. You should go
on
on
the subject of basketball,
the round table.
Yeah, but we got social media now, man. That's where everybody
That's
does.
true.
What are your thoughts on Miss Brittany, who decided to just get pregnant? You know, with a basketball player and just say deuces.
Man, that's a hustle, man. That ain't new.
I know it ain't new.
No,
It's like, I was like, what?
It's some chick.
Brittany.
Oh,
yeah. She got.
I know it's not new. People do it all the
I
time.
just saw a post on Spears. That's how I was like, Spears?
I know people do it all the time. It's nothing new, but
she's a sexual predator.
Exactly. She should be prosecuted.
She should.
I agree.
Extortions.
If you
and now they're saying that
now
they're saying Melo got somebody pregnant too now, right?
Well, I'm not saying getting somebody pregnant is a crime. I'm saying they report that this chick was in her late 20s at a 17-year-old basketball game because he was already committed.
Yeah.
They knew he was gonna make millions eventually.
Yeah.
And then the minute that the bag come in, she pull out, and then she brag about it openly. Right. You know what I'm saying? You might as well motherfucking
and now they
brag
say Melo
about
got
robbing a
somebody
bank.
pregnant supposedly too.
I don't know.
I think the youngest ball cat.
What?
Melo?
Oh, LaMelo.
Oh, you
LaMelo.
I thought you said Carmelo. I was
saying
like,
old niggas in here. I'm about to say it's only one Melo for old niggas.
Oh, right. Yeah. No. The ball, Melo.
Melo.
That's apparently he got somebody, an older chick pregnant too
Yeah, a
now.
little IG chick and something. I got the name, but
I don't know if it's true or not. Because he hasn't came out and confirmed anything, but you know,
look,
his dad came out and
I can't knock. I'm not going. Let me see how to say this. If a dude gets a chick pregnant, I'm not knocking that. But she had evil intentions from the get-go. Like, she knew what she was doing. And like you say, she was of age. Like, if the roles were reversed, he would be in jail.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, he would. He wouldn't be in jail, but I get what you're saying.
He was 17 when they started.
No, she was 17 when she started going to the games, probably popping up the DM.
Fishing.
Which is the same shit like Tiger did to
Kylie or
whatever.
She waited.
Like, it's still fucked up.
Okay,
I'm saying it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But
she knew what to say and how to say before it was time to say.
What you really gonna do though?
That's my point.
Once you get to that adult age, you can have all the speculations.
Because it happened when she was like 25. That's when
she admitted it though. She did the prosecution job for him, man. I say that's embezzlement. I don't know.
Oh, you say 17 when she started going around?
She was going to his high school game.
She got her hooks in him eurly.
Okay, so what's the legal age of consent in the state that he was in? Because you know they don't.
I don't know.
Like,
they're not because they got married.
No, I'm not saying it played out after years after that. Like I said, she waited. She was smart. She was smart. She got her hooks in him, and then she waited.
I feel bad for the young boy, but
I think we need to start talking to our sons, man, in a real world kind of way, dog. Because they're gonna do you like I said,
definitely. Especially they see you got.
I say this a lot. It's an ugly world out there, man. And you ain't got time to be naive, man. I hope Lil Melo don't get caught up like that because he got way more bread too. He got a whole family bread too.
And dude ain't even like bald and like you know what I'm saying?
I ain't good. PJ Washington good. I had him on my fantasy team.
Yay!
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like
he good for a good 14.
I'm talking about
for a good double.
Yeah, man.
I'm talking about as far as like her hunting on him to be like, this gonna be my lick.
Oh, you talking about the little one?
No, I'm talking about the
No, that's the perfect one to hunt on. That's the perfect one to hunt on.
Cause when I said balling, I mean like he's not in that category. Like
no, but that's the one.
His contract is not like.
No, that's the one you want though. Is what I'm saying. Like you're not getting.
I think
you
PJ actually did have a contract though.
No,
he did.
No, what I mean by that is you're not gonna get who the best young boy right now. Like
Joe.
Ja Morant.
Like a Ja, you know,
Yeah.
the $200 million on the first extension dudes. Luka, you ain't getting Luka. So you might as well go get that
Trae
mid-level.
Yeah.
You ain't get Trae Young either. Yeah.
Go get that
But
mid-level.
if she hunting at 17,
that little 4 years, $65 million.
Nah, he talking real life though. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you why. You'll never see that happen. The team gonna protect that nigga.
Yeah,
The team gonna protect the Luka. All they first round picks. It's a reason why this might happen to a PJ. It might happen to a mid-level guy.
Yeah,
You know, even though he's a millionaire to us, you know what I'm saying, multi-millionaire to us. But it's a reason why that's gonna happen to him because these teams ain't stupid.
Right.
These teams know it's ugly out here. They know what's going on, and they finna tell you.
It ain't happening when you got Clutch Sports as your agency.
Right.
You know what I'm
Run.
saying?
You can
Run.
get that.
they looking.
Run with Bron.
Yeah,
Like,
Nah, bro, you need to let
yeah,
that.
Bron ain't letting that go.
She a pro. I'll give her that. She
should have signed with Rich
And-
Paul, man. He kept him clear of that.
And what's the one thing? Like we love to, especially black men, we love to bring those along who we feel like was down with us before we got the money.
Yeah.
So she comes in
early.
sticks through all of that because even in college there's a potential of him getting injured, career and all of that different type shit. None of that happens.
Yo, she
Yes,
won,
she
man.
She knew what she was
won.
doing. And there's a lot of these out here.
It
I
was
don't
fucked
know
up for the young boy, man. You better learn how to co-parent.
We should talk about the reaction to it now because he's stung now. It's over.
Yeah,
It's over.
it's-
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you already hit.
18 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully
18
he'll school the
years,
next nigga behind him, dog. Because yeah. And she
Like,
probably
yo.
gonna do him dirty. But you know they
That
got
still
Kim,
was part of the show.
they got Kim Kardashian.
Kardashian.
They got Kim Kardashian's little brother too. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
the
yeah.
game goes on. The game rotates. Man.
Yeah, these dudes is getting
Kim
done. I mean,
Kardashian was dumb.
what's it called? I got Brittany.
Not all of them. I mean, it's
What's
out
Brittany's baby dad name?
there.
Britney
Spears.
Spears.
Oh,
Kevin
Kevin
Federline.
Federline.
Kevin
got her.
Federline.
I mean,
he
he
got
pretty
her.
much did the same.
Well, she was a superstar at the time.
Shout out Kev, man. Keep things even out there, big dog.
Kevin, man.
Let's even up this
He made
universe
it-
we
he
live
made
in,
it
big
hope for
dog.
people, right? He made it hope for you. You man out
Make
there
a
like,
hope for the
you
niggas that's out there scrounging, nigga.
Hey, he
If he
did.
can do it, I can do it.
Everybody like, what?
He made it hope for
did what?
Safari, but it didn't work for Safari.
Safari got
on some
on
other
shit.
He do.
Safari on, nigga. What you
Now.
mean? I think it worked for Safari okay.
I don't even watch
Yeah,
Love.
Safari ain't losing at all.
No, he's not now.
This third bag.
We talk about Love and Hip Hop.
And he one of
Yeah.
the top money.
No, yeah, but before Love and Hip Hop, he made it on
Is
Nicki
he?
Minaj. Yeah, he the one that helped Nicki Minaj's career.
She know. She know.
Him and
No,
Tiger,
Deb
him and Tiger,
No,
like
no,
the
no,
top
Deb
two.
Antony helped
Who?
Nicki Minaj's career. Who?
Tiger and
Deb Antony
Safari,
helped
like the
Nicki
top
Minaj's
money
career.
makers on OnlyFans as males. I think that's
You
what I was
know,
real. That's what I was
I'm
reading
surprised.
yesterday.
He said Safari's like one of the top money makers
Him
on
and Tiger.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
On
Oh, I didn't know
OnlyFans.
that. I didn't know you had OnlyFans. What?
Yeah,
I like Safari.
Hey,
Safari's
the account.
corny.
Hey, when you
Oh.
fucking,
Safari's corny.
hey,
She like, what? Look.
Check
Like,
this
what?
hey, all they do is put
No.
Wait, what was
out.
his name
That's it.
again?
What was his name? Safari with 2 E's.
I am.
Is that an underscore?
Safari. Safari.
Underscore.
Oh shit! I mean, get it how you live.
Put it.
I watched episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Miami, one of those motherfuckers last night. They was just happened to be
Atlanta,
on.
because Miami's not on
And
yet.
I'm like,
Oh, no, he lied. He said it happened to you. You be tuning in.
no, I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
watched
yeah,
it.
right, you know.
Right, right, no, I thought
I got the
Miami-
female
I thought
on.
Miami-
I go find the remote, nigga.
I'm fucking with your pride.
I
You
used
don't
to
like Ratchet TV, man.
I used to watch
Wow.
it when Cardi was on
I don't watch
I'm
the
a
show,
Love and Hip
but
Hop
I
New York
will
guy,
watch the
personally.
clips that.
Oh,
that
my
I
God.
will watch the clips that they post on Instagram because you can get more off the clip than watching the show. You can watch the clip and be like, okay, that was the episode. With
when Cardi, because Cardi
You
was
watch the
on
shows?
Love
no,
and
I
Hip Hop,
watched the
right?
clips
New
that they
York,
post.
Okay, so I watched when Cardi was on there. I was watching it, but I mean after that I was like, man, it got too much. Then I
You know
was
the
watching
dumbest
that
one that ever
Black
came
Ink.
on that show to me?
Who?
I ain't gonna know.
DJ Sub.
Oh.
Insider.
He ain't signed him.
Oh,
DJ
okay.
Sub did not
that's the
sign
Black
Cardi
dude.
B.
Yeah,
Cardi
he
B
was
did
the
not
nigga
sign by
that winning
DJ
and all of
Sub.
that. He had that part. He could have
Self
signed
like Hot
Cardi.
95 Self?
Yes. He was
pushed
on.
it
Yeah,
off
he
to
was
the
on
side.
Love and Hip Hop for
He
one
was on
season.
shit?
For one season.
Everybody getting on
He
Love
took
and
Mariah
Hip Hop.
Lynn
man.
instead of Cardi.
Young Boy was on there
Who?
too. Then
The
Young
white-
Boy got
the
the
white
lead once he got
chick?
that domestic violence situation.
She had a stinger one time, nigga. She had a stinger one time.
Yeah, you want to
Who?
blow that yellow.
Man.
It wasn't a monster. You know what I mean?
Touche, my nigga.
But yeah,
Touche.
Young Berg was on there, and he left because of domestic violence. That a lot of
I
people
haven't-
that was kind of big.
I literally-
Trick Daddy's on there now. Trina's on there
My
now.
nigga, next time just say my girl was watching this, so I have to watch it.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Man, but speaking of love and hip hop, and we all talking about Trick
I was
Daddy.
scrolling. I'm on YouTube TV. I'm like,
Let's see
What's-
what's cool. Let's see what all the hooplas about.
Well, speaking of love and hip hop, and we all talking about Trick Daddy, I want to know
Oh,
what you thought about
shit.
the comments he made. You know,
What comments?
oh,
What Trick into?
we ain't got no video.
he got a video, but you know, he likes to get the
It's a
booty
video?
like the grocery.
It's a video of him saying.
No, stop.
It's on drink. It's on
It's
drink.
on Drink Champ.
That's old news.
I purposely haven't
Yo,
watched
been
that.
talking-
I'm not watching that.
No, he's been saying.
He's been saying it, but that was the first time that
He went like
heard
he
him
was
saying
in
that.
detail, like the way he's described it
Yeah,
was
I'm
like.
not gonna lie. I really don't want to
Yeah,
think about
because-
Trick Daddy.
Yo,
and
he
his,
know- he
uh,
know
Wait, is
what
that a
said.
preference of y'all?
His
Do y'all want your
posture-
woman to do that to you guys?
I'm cool. What?
Eat your booty out?
Hey, I like to keep it on that.
No, something else. Yes, that's the subject.
No, that's what he.
Hey, I'm already going to extreme measures.
Yeah.
I thought this was ready. This
No, I'm
is
not
this
asking for
podcast
myself.
you on.
That's
Which
bad.
one we on? And
Which
this
one we
is
on
slipping
right
into the sex.
I told you we talk about it on
Talk
both.
about
I told you we talk about it on both.
Now, here's the thing, man. Whatever people into in the bedroom.
How you gonna bring it up if you ain't going? You ain't tried it?
I
You ain't even tried it?
No.
Wait. Try it as in how? Like, what do you mean?
She
I
tried
mean,
it
spread
on.
a grown man's
Oh,
cheeks.
that's
Right?
right.
Oh, shit.
Hit the niggas a little bit down a little bit so you can get in there. Now, some niggas go with the flicky flash.
Wait.
Some niggas go with the circle. That's what I'm talking about. What you mean what I'm talking about? I'm uncomfortable.
Wait.
This nigga, I haven't even tried that. You brought it up.
Bring that leg in there, bro.
See?
Yeah, just legs in
I
there.
don't do that, dog.
Look, I said for a dude, for any dude, and I'm not knocking any dude. Whatever you do in your bedroom, that's your
I know
business.
some people that's into that. 'Cause like I said, I got to see the video, so I know people
I'm
into
sure
that.
some niggas
It's two positions you can be in. Your legs got to be behind your head, or you got to be face down, ass up. Either way,
All floors.
either way, it's not a manly position.
I don't want to think this through, man.
Either way.
Yo, I'm gonna drop a jewel I heard though, for real. This some shit for me, yo.
Let me hear it.
If it's got to do with prostate, I don't.
Nah.
This is no prostate,
This is
man.
real shit. This is real shit. Like the minute you get out of the whole, like, yo, this is girly, this is this, that, and third, you might enjoy life, yo.
You might.
I'm just saying that.
I'm enjoying it right now,
You
though.
done tried it, nice?
I'm not even talking about
I feel
that.
like you should be asking y'all married niggas, dog.
Listen,
That's how that should be happening,
I
though.
don't talk about
Who's actually
Like after year 6, she gonna come in there with some wild shit. Like,
I've been with my wife for 18 years.
Let me give you a perfect example.
Ass players.
Okay, what about the other way?
Let me give you a
Are
perfect
y'all
example.
eating the women's booty? Like,
I'm married.
Baby,
a
well,
booty.
listen.
Are y'all eating the women's
Hold on,
booty?
I'm
Like,
gonna give you
Everything else, though.
you ain't
You remember the
eating
first
your
time
wife?
you just
I
laid down on your
married.
wife's lap? And you just laid there, she like played with your head or some shit, and you was drooling on her.
Titty pillows.
No, not pillows. You just laid there, she played with your ear, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
When you was 18, you probably was like, y'all look like a sucker right now. The minute you just let that shit go, like, I'm falling.
It's a
asleep,
difference
son.
between the
I'm
earlobe and
drooling.
the asshole.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
no.
That's a big
Yeah.
difference.
Whatever you into,
Yeah.
just be into it. Like if you
Because
into
you
it
never
with your
know,
girl,
they might not wipe white.
No, that's a good message. I'm not telling nobody.
yeah, I'm not telling
you.
you. I'm saying about eating ass. I'm just saying
In general.
if you into eating ass, nigga, go all the way into it.
As soon as Crunk do it, we talking about it on the show the next day.
Crunk,
Crunk, can you do this for us for like the culture?
prostitute? I like the prostitute.
Yo,
Oh, shit.
Go back. That's the prostitute.
That's another
Wait.
episode. Another episode.
Oh.
If you gonna let the old lady and you jiggle
We try this shit out on Crunk. Crunk will get on
and she gonna get you in the room, right? And you down with it,
My situation
just go all the way
different
down. So let her
How
tie
is
you
the
up.
situation different?
because I'm not in a relationship.
Yeah,
That's what we talking about. That's
No,
what we talking about. You gotta do this for us.
So is that your breaking point?
You gotta do this.
Is that your breaking point?
If she wants you swinging from the chandelier, swing from the chandelier, bro.
You gotta get like D now, dog. You about to throw the game on us, and you gonna go do this, my nigga. Let's go.
I might do some things.
It's a nice room, my nigga, son. Something overlooking something.
It might depend on the situation.
Hey, man, you got to get out there. Nah, man, this should be a boring
I'm
podcast.
selective.
It's
though.
your- it's your-
It depends on the woman too. You know what I'm
It's your preference. I like
I guess what I'm getting at, I'm not cut you off.
No,
What I'm
you-
getting at is
Men
like,
don't wipe as good as women.
I'm not even saying,
What
yo,
kind of dude you talking
if
to?
this
No,
dude
I'm
likes
talking
getting his
in general.
ass ate, right?
Right.
In general.
I don't give a fuck if his legs is up, over, like, I don't, what he doing in there, I ain't look like you gay, like, nigga, I don't know what you
I'm
doing.
just
like,
saying, if you was to try it, those are the two positions that you got to pick.
But the nigga was talking about his leg position.
Yeah.
Trick was?
Yeah.
Trick Daddy.
Trick Daddy.
Dade County.
Dade County.
Like he said, he
Trick
said
Daddy
it
don't give a
before.
fuck, man.
Like he
like to
said,
see
he
my
said it
heroes like that.
before.
Like, I tap out when niggas start acting like
And
that.
nobody, like I say, nobody's knocking him for it. But
That's
the details that he's
Hey.
giving is like,
Hey, but at the end of the day,
like you said, I feel
Daddy has to
uncomfortable.
say
If
that.
we
Yeah.
talking and you like, yeah, I get it done.
He knows
Sometimes I
he's
like to
gonna
live. I'm
flip.
like, bro, we didn't even have to say
That's
all
kind
that.
of my point. Like, I really don't care how Trick Daddy get his ass ate, yo. Like,
Like when we brought him up to throw, do you get it done?
I'm married. I don't talk about sex on random Facebook.
Okay,
You know what
but
I'm
while we got
It's
you
YouTube.
here, how did y'all?
YouTube,
Let's
Facebook,
change.
live.
I don't.
We gonna change the
I
subject.
don't.
I'm kind of boring.
We
I'm
gonna
gonna be
change
honest
the
with you,
subject,
man.
but
Yeah,
how
I
did
am
y'all?
boring
Man, I don't do no feather dusters.
I be
don't
drunk
want
all
no
the time.
anal beads, nigga. None of that shit.
What's going on?
I
That's a single guy.
Hey, I don't have
Okay, you don't say that for
I'm not-
Emily.
I'm not-
You wake up in the chandelier like.
That's
We gonna say that
I'm up
for
here, yo.
Emily chapter
It's got a boring sex show.
So what had a good thing?
Because you don't got no toys.
You don't have to have toys.
You do have to have toys. 2021. What are you
Almost every
talking
girl
about?
I know got toys.
Now ask the public that.
I don't have
Ask him about the road.
I bet you it's not a I bet you it's not a female watching this motherfucker that ain't got at least 3 for what it, because on Tuesday she likes the super zinger.
She be getting
On the weekend she goes to the Flimmo Flam, nigga. You know how the quick play. You ain't got no toys. Why?
Yo,
We all gonna go to the Triple X. Let's take her. We'll buy you your first dildo.
she ain't
Oh.
had new yet.
Cause we love it. It's your birthday.
That's weird. I think it's all like my
We're buying it for you.
The
The niggas expensive. If she hit that one with the spinny bottom, nigga, that bitch get expensive. Nigga, I've been on some of these things.
Okay.
Oh no, we got a chick that sells a toy.
You wouldn't go to the Triple X with us and get a toy?
No, she know a chick that's up.
What's your man? You your man?
She was on the
What's your
podcast.
man?
Okay, so how did y'all start Cheap Suits podcast?
Now you nervous. You ask us all kind of ass-eating questions and shit.
We'll set that for FOH After Dark on Fridays at 7 p.m. So,
Hey,
how did y'all start Cheap
I thought this
Suits?
was a podcast. I was like, come out here, man. Run. Okay, we
Ain't nobody here to
Take it
see
on.
them.
look, I have a problem already with
They,
the podcast.
ain't nobody here to see them.
I got a problem with your
I'm
podcast.
oldest.
Hit me up, man.
You talking about why I know how we get our
Give me a
ass
dash.
and this and that and third. We
Give me
asked
a-
one question
I'm
and boom, we got
Ain't
two
nobody
subjects.
here to see them.
She do that to us, right?
Hey,
No,
She do
well,
the same thing to us.
well,
We feel good. We feel comfortable.
Like we be talking, she's
So,
like,
how did y'all start Cheap Suits podcast?
go ahead
And how do you get these new members
My nigga.
and all that good stuff?
I got you.
Well, I will say, basically, appreciate you.
wait, before you answer that, are
Appreciate
all
you.
3 of y'all a part of the old
New Illuminati? Yeah.
Y'all the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a back
Different
behind the scenes
iterations,
member.
though.
Different iterations. That's
Okay.
a good word. I like that word. What's that?
I need you to look up.
I don't want no GED word at
I'm
all.
saying no because
Look, I'm on the mic, but
whatever norm was, I
I'm
was.
bartending right now. I'll be right back with you.
Do your
So
thing.
go ahead, tell us about the Cheap Suits.
All right, so basically, it's a podcast I started 4 years ago.
How do you get that name? That's a good name.
We wanted childhood influence, so like basically something that comedy made us laugh, and we wanted to have a show that basically made people laugh, like shit that we would normally talk about, but on a public platform. So
Okay.
basically, we're back, and I don't know why this resonated with me, but Rush Hour 2. That's where the line came from.
It's a catchy name. Though.
That's why you see it. That's why you see the graphics are all like
Yeah, what
Rush
shower?
Hour 2.
I see that. Okay,
Oh,
okay, that makes sense.
Yes, so
Wait a minute, you said for Rush Hour 2, which scene is
There's a bar in Rush Hour too.
it's where Chris Tucker's walking down the street and he's about to go buy some, or he's walking down shopping or whatever, and there's a dude standing outside his store and he's yelling out cheap suits. And he's like, "Yo, how cheap?" And
Oh,
he goes to the store.
yeah.
Is that
She
a
silk. She
That's
silk.
the one.
Yeah. Yeah, when he had that
Well played, my brother.
when he went in
Well
there with
played.
the
I learned something.
So-
Yeah, he got
Drop
the
it.
he got the silk.
Yeah,
suit.
I know that we talking about, yeah.
The new Illuminati too?
Who?
The guy that was with
Mozzie.
you?
Mozzie?
I don't know.
Yeah,
The
so
world famous Maserati Marcus.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
he was with New Illuminati too?
Yeah.
Dang, y'all had like 50 people on
That
there?
nigga was the king of the grown man section. My
Y'all had
nigga, my
50
nigga Mozzie.
people
Hey, real quick.
in interviews.
That's how we play this shit.
basically, New Illuminati was more of like
Conglomerate.
it was more than just a podcast.
It was.
Yeah, I seen a couple.
So there was like a lot of us
That's why when
involved
when
who did
she put
different
cheap
things.
suits,
Got
I
you.
saw IQ
Okay,
like,
so now y'all got Cheap Suits. You
well,
got
yeah, no,
Mozzie.
that's what I was like.
It didn't work out.
But
And now,
hold on. But IQ, let me get a quick rundown. I was on the outside looking in. New Illuminati was Polo and J Boy on air.
who's Polo?
Polo Marvin.
Polo Martin. Shout out my man Polo.
Shout out Polo.
IQ was the engineer, sound / voice.
That's all he can be. Androids can't do much. Okay.
Oh,
That makes sense. That makes sense. I get you. That
Hey,
makes
for the
sense.
record,
You a lot
desktop
of
was
engineering
mad.
on Android.
And then on top of that, you have people like Star, Mozzie. They were doing things, whether it was production, whether it was film,
Okay.
camera.
So y'all got a crew, like it was.
They-
It was a whole
they-
unit.
No, they did.
They had a crew.
I found out about y'all when that old podcast, that old show that used to come on. I can't think of his name. He made a post talking about who's the best podcast in the city and had people vote. Someone mentioned your name. And
It
I
was
was
a
like, oh, I
hell
didn't know
of
nothing
it was a
about y'all.
crazy run.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about y'all
I'm
until someone mentioned your name.
I'm gonna add the kinfolk. So before the podcast came about, we was already LLC. We was running the studio and we was doing music.
Mhm.
We was doing showcases.
Mhm.
That's where me and J Boy kind of cut our claws with the showcases and shit.
The J Boy used to be a DJ. In case y'all didn't know that.
Right.
Cause you
And
know
a
that-
and a
when-
bouncer.
And a bouncer,
Yeah.
and a manager,
J Boy know everybody.
When you and Flu did
and he's a low key pimp.
the
From what I
mixer,
heard.
Right.
he was with
I-
Lil Lonzo.
That was
We don't talk about that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
Yeah,
he was
allegedly.
a pimp.
I don't know nothing about J Boy being a pimp in the streets.
Allegedly,
I don't know nothing about
GTA style.
So, yeah, so like the new Illuminati, it was like that's why I say when I say it's a people saw the podcast. It's kind of like seeing Mrs. Butterworth. You know what I'm saying? That's
You
what
don't see
you
the
see the
background
most,
Mhm.
right? But it was still. I never neglect my nigga Mr. Will. We had put a mixtape out at the time, and that was underneath New Illuminati. Then we did like I said, J Boy's like crazy business minded. He's always looking for revenue streams and ways to bring back money to the crib. And of course, that got interesting to me then.
Mhm.
And you got a taste of that.
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah,
you know, we end up hooking up with Flu. We end up hooking up with niggas all over the city that we could eat with. You know what I'm saying? So the podcast was bubbling at that time. So niggas calling us up offline, like, because we had this thing called the grown man section. You know what I'm saying? So we got people that are sitting in the room, and we would encourage niggas to shout out. You don't need a microphone with the new Illuminati.
Right.
So it's niggas that they can't see that screaming shit. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we wanted to create like a conduit to the people of all the dopest rappers we thought was out here. It's kind of like the nucleus of what we was trying to do at the time. We talked about a lot of shit, but that show leaned towards I know Sos, I know Question, I know Khalid, I know it goes on and on and on. We ended up having over like 80 guests before it's all said and done. And that was our way of saying
Except for me.
except for the greatest. But we co-signed these rappers. If they came on this motherfucking show, we had a lot of stuff.
yeah,
we
yo,
had a lot of
yeah.
niggas that we said, "Nah, you ain't good enough to be on the show."
That's real. I respect
Exactly.
Well, because we wanted to.
And artists
we
felt
wanted
like they
to-
made it when they made it to New
I
Not
don't
when
know.
he made it, but they felt like it was something when they made it to New
I hope so.
I know a lot of
Respect.
artists
I
who
hope
say
so.
that. It
that.
was
Like people respect y'all.
People wanted to be on y'all show.
But that wasn't a goal. Like to us, we was like, especially with me and with J Boy, we come from Woodlake. We come off of 78. And we say this when we go places, nigga. Ain't no rappers fucking with us out here, nigga. We gonna keep pitching them at you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna keep coming. I was working in a lot of studios at times like that. So that was like the birth of the new Illuminati. The birth of the Cheap Suits podcast was Crunk and Mozzie's desire to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Because we was already locked in. By the what you come on the third season, second season?
On the third season.
Okay, by the third season, Nas was our third host. Now we got the faces the way we want them. Like I said, I never said a word. You know what I'm saying? I'm behind the scenes. But you know, Nas brings what he brings. You see what he's doing today. You know,
Right.
he's more of a laid back guy. He's real
How did that one
cerebral.
start? The corporate one. What was it called?
The Conduit.
Conduit.
Well, the Conduit was
After.
it was after.
Yeah, it was
but
after.
That was way later.
It was like a marriage of the connections you make when you do this shit long enough. I was cool
Shout out
with
to
AP.
Miss Valencia.
Yeah, I was
So they don't
cool.
want black people no more on 98.5. I said it.
Look at her starting trouble.
I said it. It's true.
Shout
No,
out
it's true.
Yeah,
to V.
yeah. Shout out to V. I love V. to
Univision
death.
took over.
So the
Radio
Conduit,
stations suck. I just want to say that.
the Conduit was more like I knew AP, and I got heavy respect for AP, like because we both off the east side, but the way he looks at the world is so fucking different. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Perry,
Out there,
AP,
yeah.
So
I interviewed.
Do you need the
he was
voice?
on here.
You need a voice at least need a female on there.
I just thought he did a good job of like attacking everyday things that we go through, we see out here, especially like the shit that's going on the internet. That's AP's bag. You
Yeah.
feel me? And he makes sense of it all.
He
He's
do.
really good at it. He really good at it.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He has a way with words. He's a comedian, but he's funny. But that just
Real.
started. We did his show like we're doing yours.
Yeah.
And we kind of started talking about it then. You know what I'm saying? Because he had some background with Polo, and we were trying to figure out the right mix.
How you just tuning in right now, J Boy? You suck. We've been on for like an hour. You suck. You have one job.
Fucking white guys.
How you on Black People Time and you white?
But yeah, so that show.
Pull up, wasn't
Because he didn't pull up because of him. According to J Boy.
Oh,
Talking about Android. Staying in the same room.
Always out.
Always
Always
I always like you.
Yeah, so that was
That's the motto as of this week's episode.
It's crazy as fuck. Like y'all three gonna be sitting on the beach one day. You gonna be smoking weed, hopefully, and you gonna be talking about this wild trip you went on, dog. Because like, what I love about podcasting the most is like you just got an idea, you got a little spark. You know what I'm saying? You feel like niggas might be interested in what you got to say, and they probably won't be. But then every once in a while, bang, magic happens. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we had a hell of a fucking run with New Illuminati, definitely. What y'all heard on that motherfucking mic ain't shit to what y'all ain't heard off that motherfucking mic.
right.
But it was brothers, you know, it was everything that life is supposed to be. Fighting with your brothers and arguing, not talking to niggas for a couple weeks and getting drunk, getting too drunk on the motherfucking microphone and saying too much on the motherfucking microphone. And
So did y'all have a like a time slot? Because like I remember J Boy had told me, don't. It was one of the episodes. I think it was me, you, AC, and him. And I was telling him like, oh, all right, so we're gonna get ready to wrap it up there like that. He was like, hey man, just I want to let you know, man, like don't like if you got people fucking with you, don't just cut it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta go.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but like we not in our studio. It's different if we had our spot. You know
y'all got a different format than we had. Y'all do that. That's why, like I said, some of these huge arguments we had, I wasn't a big proponent of live content. You know what I'm saying? And I was the motherfucking engineer, and I'm.
But see, yeah, when I do my interviews, I don't do my interviews live.
You lose control.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'll record, and then afterwards I'll be like, all right. Because sometimes I have somebody hit me back up like, hey man,
take this part out.
Can you take this
Oh,
part
that
out?
happens to me all the
So I'm like, all right,
time.
cool. So like
Especially
if
when
we
you
live,
do
it's
That's
live.
with artists. When they say they freestyle and I call them out on it, and then they freestyle, then that manager be like, cut the freestyle out with
First
the
of all,
freestyle.
no
first.
artist should freestyle live. They should spit a record and rap. Nobody wants to hear you
But
freestyle.
it's definitely different.
It's different.
It's 2021. Spit something that you wrote and thought.
I think the meaning of freestyle has definitely changed.
But with your
I think it
show,
was a thing, you know. Go ahead.
with your show, you have that was it Women Crush of the Week?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When did y'all start that, and how
We
come
do
I ain't
Crush
make the
Your
list
Week
yet? I'm mad.
Like just
Well, no, man.
celebrity
You
or
gotta wait for your time.
No, celebrity.
It's all time.
celebrity.
I know, I'm joking, Chuck.
Yeah,
How'd y'all come up with that?
It's usually like a celebrity, actress, somebody.
Okay.
Basically, it's almost like a fantasy type question, you know, because it's endless, you know.
Of course.
But at the same
Some
time,
of them women y'all be choosing, I'm like,
Wow.
Oh, see, but here go the thing.
Hold on.
I had a question for you.
Hold on, no, I want to dig there. Who?
Okay.
Some past ones, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Hold on.
I have to go back to the
No,
page.
we got to
So
stay
does
here.
a crush in your mind? Does it mean looks? Is that
Right,
mean what you're
right.
crushing on?
because some of the crushes are basically off of accomplishments.
Mindset,
Not some.
yeah. No.
Not some.
A lot of them are. I can
All
tell
of
them.
them. All of
I
them
read
are.
the
Maybe they're
description.
talents,
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
I wanted to get into
I
what you
read
was
the
feeling.
description.
These are your
I know.
sisters.
I follow the show. I
Go
read the
on
description.
and say how some of them
I know.
hoes is ugly though. Go ahead. What you were saying?
Some of them are.
Like Doris Burke. Speak on it. Like
I don't know
Doris.
off the top of my head.
Oh,
I have to go
yo,
back.
stop.
Look,
I've been
Doris Burke,
following the
like
show.
Doris Burke ain't ugly, yo.
Who?
Doris Burke ain't ugly. You know who Doris Burke is?
I don't even know who
She-
Doris
you
Burke is.
should.
Bro,
NBA.
Tell me you don't love Doris
I
Burke.
love Doris.
You love Doris Burke.
I listen to Doris talk all day.
Listen,
She'll be one of
I'm
my
gonna
favorite
crush,
crush,
She
right?
made a crush of the week.
she made a crush of the week.
What's I like Mila though? Is it Lil Mila?
She
She on
Mila
the horn now.
Kimes.
Mika.
Kimes.
She gonna be one of mine. You'll see it coming.
So bet that Doris Burke will be a crush
So
of the
when
week.
you say
I
this,
can
is
see
somebody
that. I can see that.
that you personally like.
Yeah.
Boom. This
Depending what
okay.
kind of
So,
man you are.
It might
yeah. So
Yeah, well,
basically, if like
If I hear
he
if I hear a
ugly,
rapper,
to
if
him,
I hear a
that's his
rapper,
crush. Like,
Yeah.
if I hear a
I would
female
tell you-
rapper that I think is dope, she gonna be the crush of the week.
I would tell you this from the fucking counter to Cheap Sue's podcast. I wouldn't even think a bitch was attractive if she wasn't accomplished, if she wasn't intelligent, if she wasn't
That makes sense.
self-assured.
Yeah.
To me, like one of the unsexiest things in a woman that I've ever seen
Laziness.
is when she don't like herself, nigga. She's
Oh, yeah.
she's insecure.
And
dog.
laziness.
Hey, Me on the other hand.
Confidence is something.
Confidence.
Now it's sexy as fuck, right?
It's just what's
I bet.
It's the sexy
I
thing.
bet.
Now, let's get the crunch take on. What you looking for?
Y'all
Fake
did
titties
a,
is
like,
nice.
a smash and pass?
I accept, all kinds of women.
No.
I don't
Whether
rate,
they
I don't rate
plastic
women, man.
or natural.
I don't rate them.
Well, we are here with the Cheap Suits podcast. Thank you guys for being on our show.
Wait,
You know.
we got one more.
All right.
Oh.
I thought we just getting started.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
that you-
all.
No, we didn't even
Man,
talk
that
about
you-
cheap sushi.
You in a relationship? We in a relationship. You on the market?
No, mine threw me back about 4 months ago.
Oh, okay. So you in the
That's my
street?
girl, though. But that,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happens every 6 months.
And
with them, though.
I know you in the
I
street.
got me,
I can tell you got your cleats. You got your cleats. You got mud on your
We
cleats.
hit the streets.
Yo,
You in the dirt. So I made a post the other day on Facebook. It was controversial to women.
I'll read it. I'll
So-
read it out to you.
I'm
right
glad I
now.
missed
But no, but that's a
You say
scenario.
it
I
was-
just
But
made
this is
the
a
scenario
scenario.
up
You say it was controversial to women?
to women.
Okay, go ahead.
So
The scenario was, I'm gonna read it.
I'ma
to
sum
you.
it up. I'm gonna sum it up.
No. We gotta read the scenario so they can get it. So,
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Herb, I need a man to pay my bills and get my hair and nails done and vacation and everything. And he's like, okay, I got you, no problem. Just need you to have the food ready when I get home. Make sure the kids are taken care of, iron my work clothes, make sure the house is in order, clean dishes, wash, clothes wash, everything, and plus be my personal freak. And she's like, this is not back in the day. I'm not no man's slave.
You was talking to somebody?
No,
it's
that's the
just a
scenario.
Oh, that's the whole
That's
setup.
the
That's the
setup.
That all that was the setup?
The setup for the question.
So that was
you
just
feel
a
like,
scenario.
Deep is in with this post, my nigga. My post is lazy, my nigga.
So if you go through and read the comments, it's mostly women,
Of course.
and they
nigga.
feel, which I don't have a problem with what they feel.
What they feel?
They feel like if a man, this was like 100% agreement. If you're doing 50-50 with a dude in a relationship, he's not a provider. He's your roommate.
What?
That's,
A woman said that?
all the women said
That's
this.
fucked up.
Let me tell all the women this.
What if 50 is all you got, nigga?
Hold on, nah.
He's doing his best.
Q, let me get this.
Get in up.
This is real simple math right here, right? If I make 120,000 a year, right?
Let's say $120.
And my girl makes 120,000 a year, right?
Right.
Now we don't matter if I make 120 and she make 80. Guess what? It's 200,000. My $200,000 a year life is gonna be different than your $120,000 a year life.
Car go a different direction.
I'm gonna drive a different car. She's gonna drive a different car. We're gonna stay in different hotels on vacation. We're gonna live in a different house in a different neighborhood. All that old, like, I'm gonna be honest, that's broke people shit to me. Like, that's literally broke people shit. Like, people that get money, they don't have these conversations. Like,
I don't think
what's the
people
best for the family?
That's
yo?
not a cap though. That's true.
That's not a
Yeah,
cap.
That's where your life changed. Let me build
Once
on
you
it. man.
cross over a certain dollar amount, it's like,
Right.
yo, let's get this bag.
Let me build on
together,
it.
yo.
Let me build on it. So when I was dating, like if you with me, we eat out a lot, we DoorDash a lot, we
can't cook?
vacation a lot. I didn't say that.
That's just his thing.
Finish it up.
You want your feelings?
I made another shrimp roll.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I got some of the crib.
Nah,
You
hey,
can try.
hey, probably every guy on
They're
this
gonna
side.
they're gonna gender wars again, thinking
Hey,
right.
right? That shit. You see what you're doing?
You know how easy it is to follow a YouTube video nowadays? Like, every man can
I
cook.
will say, I
So
think
YouTube
every
on.
man on this side, because I know them,
Yeah, we
we
get
all
it.
cook.
Yeah, we get it.
I cook.
Good though.
You ever heard of
I
innocent?
just cooked before I came here.
I cook.
You ever heard of innocent man's defense? I don't defend shit I don't need to.
Well, go ahead, finish your
Think what you must. It's true. All right, so like if with me and baby, like we gonna go, sit on an island probably 2-3 times a year because that's the lifestyle that I'm afforded for myself.
Right.
And if I love her, I need to afford that same lifestyle for her.
Right.
You feel me? Because I'm there. Now, on the flip side of the coin, I done been down bad. You feel me? And when I was down bad, then we gonna go to motherfucking Luby's with love. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with Luby's. I'm speaking from experience. This ain't philosophy. This is my life.
Little potatoes, right?
When I was there, when I was there.
Yeah.
I thought Louis shut down.
One downtown.
I
One
even Louis
downtown,
20
one
years.
downtown. The best one is the one off of Fredericksburg.
Oh, I couldn't go there. There's a bunch of old people.
Oh,
That's me.
But no, Lucas
It is a bunch of old
the
people.
five
Hey,
fish
yo,
though.
we went to that one restaurant over there by Medical Center.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I fucking
y'all can get me started.
Don't take me on that.
Y'all can get me started.
I go eat some foreign shit. That's fine.
So it's a dope topic, but I feel like Nas is remedial. And the people that you see and making comments or whatever the fuck. So I stay on Facebook so much, bro, because everybody's at a phase in their life. So your answer is supposed to be different when you
Get old.
caked out, as opposed to when you trying to make ends meet. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm glad you said that because
There
that's
should
what
be
I
two
said. When you
different
started
answers.
off in a relationship, I said, yo, man, me personally, when I said I was gonna marry my wife, I was in my mindset. I'm like, I'm gonna work my way to a point to where she don't have to wake up and go work for somebody. If she wants to, that's cool. She happens to be a teacher. She loves it. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, because she happy with it is.
I'm not gonna say no.
You're gonna
Don't
find
do
out
that.
in life you might get to that point. She might still want to go work, my nigga.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have a
That's
problem
what he
with that.
said. Yeah, that's
I don't
what he
have a
said.
problem with that. My thing is when the women, and I told them, I said, I love y'all, but I think sometimes y'all live in an unrealistic.
Yeah.
Like, no man is gonna start off saying, you don't have to do shit. I ain't. Like, it's a grind to. I have to grind to a certain point.
Well, no,
I
everything.
can pay for everything.
Everything. We can say we don't have to do shit. You can say that, right? But yo, we gonna stay in this one bedroom apartment. If it's all me, if it's just all me, this is what I can do for you, babe. So
Not only that, dog, like
and I'll do it all, but we're gonna stay here. But once you start wanting more, yo, this is what I got right now.
you only
You can contribute to it. We can go get more. Fuck it.
you
Right.
You only
Pop off.
you're only as good as your mindset in life, dog. And if your mind tells you that my finances is gonna be me versus my bitch, then y'all gonna fight and y'all both gonna fucking lose. You feel me? I think everybody's mindset should be like, nigga, we just graduated, Justin. We got this one bedroom with a futon in that motherfucker. That's what we got.
Yep.
Nigga, if you get a job tomorrow and
We
it take
got
me
this.
9 months to get my job, nigga, we still got our one bedroom with our futon, nigga. If everybody think like that, the sky's the fucking limit.
You naturally gonna grow into
You
the
start-
2-bedroom with the 2 futons.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking blow up bed, nigga. The Walmart joint, nigga. Get this cozy.
The joint that don't go flat,
Right? I'm looking back at one night like, we coming up, bitch. Listen.
Double layer airbag situation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Those are not last song.
It's damn near a Tempur-Pedic.
Look,
Damn near.
look, son. We all you was in the military. You don't move. You know
That's
what
a
the
good
airbag
conversation.
things.
I'm
Before
interested
your
now.
furniture got the towel,
I'm gonna go back and check up on you. I want to see what all these women were saying and shit.
I'm telling you, they all
2.5
said
months.
pretty much. If you're not paying as a man, if you're not paying for everything, you're a roommate. You're not considered the provider, and you're a bum.
That's cool.
It's different levels to being a provider, though. I could be paying for everything, but I ain't instilling shit in you.
But if a
I'm
nigga
not even providing no knowledge to you. I'm not putting you up on no game. You just pretty much going off of me.
yeah, but if a
Hey,
nigga
babe, I don't really want to eat here today. Okay, motherfucker, you ain't got a job, so you ain't got a choice.
if a nigga's intelligent enough to build 650K off of Bitcoin or whatever the fuck he did, you think he's gonna be interested in a woman with a mindset like that?
No.
That's kind of my
You
point.
playing yourself.
Exactly.
You feel me? You playing yourself. This nigga's a businessman at this point.
Yeah.
He understands that
Shit, that
everything
makes
within
sense.
my corporation
I
got
think
to
that's
build
why
up the
women mad at
corporation.
that.
my nigga.
I think that's why a lot of women is mad at Kevin Samuels. I think that's
Of course,
why.
women is mad as Kevin
I
Samuels.
look, I'll get into the.
I just said one of the reasons. I just
But
said one of the
At
reasons.
on the flip side, Kevin Samuels, he's embellishing a lot, nigga. He's trying to
Yeah,
get the ratings
yeah,
up.
of course,
Yeah.
of course.
He's got a pure message, though. I think he got a pure message.
Yeah, I do.
Don't tell the truth to women. That's that nigga's message.
Pretty much.
It is, really.
But you got to
He
think
built a
about
whole
it.
franchise off of that.
Every time he say something, women are cool until he say something to strike a nerve,
You don't like it?
and then the whole population is on his ass.
They tried to cancel him. They put a
You don't give a
petition
fuck.
up.
Think about the last time.
It's still good TV.
They
Think
said he
about
was
the last-
gay. I'm like, what does that even have to do with anything, though?
Think about the last time you was in a relationship, Blue, and you was pissed off. You was about to fly off the handle because you was in a bad mood for whatever reason, and your man said, "Relax, calm down." You damn near jumped down his throat. For some reason, them two phrases chap women's ass. Relax and calm down.
I'm petty though.
They don't like that shit.
How long you
like-
married?
It'd be like this
It'll be 18 years next week.
Woo. I've been
Round of applause. There's 3 good
shit around
I've been
here.
with my wife for 18 October 4th. It's gonna be 13 years married. And then you know,
I'm like, put that bullshit ass post up there. Look,
How long you been married?
I can do that because my wife don't follow me on social media.
I've been married.
You doing good, my nigga. You probably watching right now.
I've been married 12 years. On the 18th of
That's
past
all right.
July.
That's all right.
We've been together for 13.
That's all right. How about you?
Shout out to all the girls I know for 13 months, y'all.
13 hours.
We get somewhere.
I'm working on this $13 listing, Skip.
Yo, look here. We check on to see if the Uber got home now. I got him doing that.
That's good.
I'm the voice of reason on the pod. If he's sitting in the Uber, I say, yo, you got a call. Make sure they got.
I'm on the
You
lift
are
guy.
well.
I'm a lift guy. They say
You call it Uber.
lift guys are younger.
But you don't take
That's not good for
my
your phone. That's not good
You
for
don't
you.
take
Don't treat people like that.
In reality, I'm probably at their place.
No, you can't.
Don't treat people
Look,
like that. Don't do that.
no sex in the show. Right.
People don't do that energy. Don't do that. Don't listen to this guy.
I swear I'm so saying that
What's
shit.
your name?
That ain't good for the soul,
Hey,
man.
once you hit 30, like the car ain't like.
You are well.
The
We
car ain't the
let
same
you
no
in
more.
there.
I don't care how much space I got in the bag.
That nigga Peruvian or Colombian or some shit.
El Salvadorian.
El
But
Salvadorian.
thank you. Thank you, Cheap Suits, for
Yo, we
being
didn't even explain the cheap suits for how we began.
My
That
bad.
never
on.
happened.
But thank you, Cheap Suits, for being on
We
our
are out of
podcast.
time.
It's always a
That's
pleasure
crazy.
to have
Like
you
that.
guys. One more time, where can people check you guys out? Give us all your social media.
Yo, all our social media is at Cheap Suits Podcast, Instagram,
Spotify, iTunes.
everywhere.
Google
Yeah, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio.
How can someone become a guest on your show?
We
You
don't
ain't
really
invited
do
us
that.
yet.
What?
We don't really do
Really?
that.
See, we would have went over that part, but you know, we didn't get there.
Whatever.
We haven't. I'm good.
No, because y'all be inviting some people
Yeah,
over
do
all
my
the time.
PC shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
right.
We haven't really evolved to the place yet where we feel like we're gonna do guests. We have some topics we want to explore amongst the three different, diverse, crazy. Am I doing good? Nigga, I'm doing
You
good.
rocking it. Oh, listen. Check out the pod, though. I'm not even fronting when I say this. It's hilarious. It's informative. And what we said about guests right now, we got a chemistry going with us right now.
We've only been potting together for like a month and a half.
Yeah, for like
Okay.
we only 6 pods in. I've been on
rebirth.
his show. We all know each other, but coming together and it keeps getting
Yeah.
better and better. So we don't want to like. We will have
I think the
visitors
podcast is better
that can
when
sit
it
in and
is.
watch, but
Podcast.
not really.
No,
guests.
all in due time.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't end up doing it.
You know what I mean? I've been podcasting for like 4 years now, so it's just a matter of like trying to find out what works.
Thank you, J Boy, for tuning in. It's IQ. It's IQ's fault I'm not there. Apple.
Bitch,
I'm there all the time.
J Boy, stop drinking Hennessy.
J Boy, actually, J Boy's been on our show like so many times. He could have been like our fourth member. That is true.
I bet his face was red every time.
Damn.
J-Boy
Him and
did.
that
J Boy,
Mr.
what's your cup count, B?
What's your cup count, my nigga? Get a cup count, fam.
Well, again, thank y'all for being on the Well You Ask podcast. It's always
appreciate
a
y'all.
pleasure to connect with other podcasters. And maybe one day y'all can come to game night.
Yeah.
We gonna fuck
You gonna lose, but we'll be there.
Nah, we
You
gonna
can't
definitely have
afford to
another
lose.
one. We definitely gonna
We
have
cannot afford to lose. He said I'll be there next week. We
Hey,
want you
I-
here next week.
I trust my
What's
guys.
next week?
yo.
You ain't coming?
I trust
I
my.
know.
No, I'll be there, but I'll be eating.
J Boy, you done been 2 episodes in a
No,
row.
the last time we had the night, we was at J-Boy's.
Yes, we was at the
Even better.
event center.
I think y'all
If
should let us
J-Boy cook,
choose the games, man.
We got y'all. We're gonna talk about that off air.
CeeLo.
But this is the
First game.
Chief Suits.
I'm hulking.
Chief Suits podcast.
Chief
Yo,
I am DJ Baby Blue Diamond.
Hold up, real quick. Hey, shout out to my teammate CJ Bagara.
Oh yeah.
First round, 42nd knockout. Got the contract for the UFC last night. Straight up. First
He's a
everybody.
UFC. If y'all don't know,
PSMT first
he's a
everybody.
UFC
Shout out to
fighter.
the Fighting Championship CEO Eric Garcia, man.
He's a
Brad, what's
UFC
happening,
fighter. He's an MMA fighter. If you ever need security,
Which
he got
basically
you.
means leave him the fuck alone.
Don't get knocked. Don't get hauled out.
And like we say, man, I don't want y'all to take no offense to this, but you know, this is what I be saying. What You Ask podcast, the rawest podcast in the city.
Oh, no, that's no offense taken.
The best,
What's that comment you always
The best
say?
podcast.
John Moran feel the same way.
Hey, yo.
the best podcast in the city.
You always say take the condom off.
Take the condom off, man. Take the condom off here.
But I'm DJ Baby Blue Diamond.
Take the condom off and just pray.
And live at 5.
And we are